appointments here. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Katie. Send them over for me. Oh my god. Hi. Welcome to the salon. I'm Rara, and I believe you have an appointment with me today. If I just have a look at my appointment book. Yes, I believe I've got you down here. What is it that you've come to us for today? I see, so you're just checking out the salon today. Well, that's perfectly fine. Is it alright if I just take a quick look at your hair, like the ends and the length of it and things like that, and then we can go from there? Awesome, thank you. So, your ends, from what I can see, look to be in fairly good condition, which is awesome. You've got beautiful hair, by the way. The colour is just amazing. I'm due to get mine done, as you can tell, but I quite like the way it looks at the minute. I'm just going to have a quick look at your fringe. So the length of the fringe is a teeny tiny bit long. So what I can do is I can just wet that gently, and then I can just do a tiny trim just over the edge, just so that it doesn't come too far down over your eyes. Yep. And then the body of your hair looks really good. There doesn't seem to be any split ends. There's no damage. It looks incredibly healthy. It's very shiny. I'm a little jealous. So in terms of health and everything like that, it is doing just fine. Do you mind if I give it a little brush through? Do you usually brush your hair dry, or do you usually wet it first? That's absolutely fine. I do have some water already. No, don't be silly. No, getting it wet isn't. No, it's not any problem. So I'm just going to gently move your hair out of your face, as we don't really want to get your face wet. And then when I wet your fringe, I will just place my hand over your eyes so that it doesn't all get in your eyes, alright? So if you just bear with me quickly, it shouldn't be too cold, as I put it in the bottle about 10-15 minutes before you arrived, so it shouldn't be too cold. Alright, so I'm just going to move the hair. Ready? There's that side. This side, ready? Brilliant. There we go. It's looking lovely and wet. I'm just going to move that out of your face a little bit. Now I'm going to do the fringe, okay? I'm just going to gently pull it all so that it's all in. That's it. And then I am just going to place my hand over your eyes like this. There we are, okay? So now it is lovely and wet for me. It's gonna... There we go, lovely and wet. And I'm just gonna give it a little brush, okay? Just a teeny tiny little brush. So, what made you check out our salon today? Just fancied a bit of a change. I see, there's nothing wrong with that. Have you ever does seem that your hair has dried a little bit quick. So I may not have sprayed enough water on, but what I'll do is I'll just gently comb it through. I'll just gently comb it through like that. And if I get a little bit of tension or anything at the end, what I'll do is I'll just spray a teeny tiny little bit of more water, and I'll just brush that through. And then I've got my scissors, and I'll just gently take the end off for you, okay? So we're just gonna gently brush the sides of your hair, just like this, just gently. That's it. So I am getting a teeny tiny bit stuck at the bottom. Nothing to worry about. So we're just gonna apply a teeny little bit more water. That's it. And then I'm just gonna brush that through there. That's it. And then get my scissors here, and I'm just gonna. How does that feel? All right? Not too much. Sometimes seeing all your hair fall on the floor can be a little bit like As somebody with curly hair, when I go to the hairdressers, I lose a lot. So seeing it all on the floor can be a little bit panicky. But I promise it's not as much as it looks once it's all been dried and you've styled it and everything for yourself. I'm sure it will look even better than it did before you came in, so I'm just going to do that once more. Let's just gently make sure that they're all lined up. I need a teeny tiny bit more there. There we are. I'm just going to brush that through once more with the comb just to make sure that it's all the right length. Perfect. As I thought, left side didn't hardly need anything doing on it. Your hair was already perfect. Now I'm just gonna do the same on the opposite side. Again, if I get stuck, if I get a little bit of tension at the bottom, I'll place some more water on there, okay? And then we'll move on to your fringe. So that's it. Getting a teeny tiny bit stuck again, so we're just gonna spray some more water, okay? Again, do let me know if it's cold. Shouldn't be, but do let me know. There we go. And then I'm just going to gently brush that through, just gently, like this. Just gently. There we go. And then I am just going to pull it together a teeny tiny bit. And I am just going to cut the ends off like I did on the last side. There we go. And again, just make sure that they're all nice and the right length. Just need a teeny tiny bit on there. There we go. And then I'm just going to gently pull them down like this, just to make sure that they're the same length on each side, as we do not want you to go out with a wonky hair. There is nothing worse than a wonky hair, so I'm just going to gently pull that. That's it. Give it a quick clean brush on this side. Seems fairly lovely and even. Nailed it first time, as is always great. Now, as I was saying with your fringe, it is a teeny tiny bit long. Is that how you prefer it? So you don't mind it being too long, don't mind it sitting down over your eyebrows a tiny bit, but you don't like it full on in your eyes? Yes, I can imagine that it gets caught in your eyelashes, yes. Yeah, my friend, if I have it too long, the ends of the curls poke me right in the eye. Yes, it is very uncomfortable. Yes, yeah, it's a pain. Fringe grows twice as fast as the rest of the hair. Yes, I'm always trimming it at home, always trimming it. So what I'll do is I'll just give it a little trim, as I can see that it has, again, it's just a teeny it shouldn't go frizzy. As we've only used bottled water, as I've only used a spray, and we didn't take you to the salon chairs to have it properly washed, it shouldn't need a hairdry. No. Yes, I've got a towel here that I can just gently dab the ends, and I will just gently dab your fringe as well, because there's nothing worse than having a wet forehead underneath. I will just gently dab it after I've done a general overview of just the length and making sure that you're happy with it, of course. And then I will just give it a little, not too much, as we don't want your ends to go frizzy, but just a gentle little rub together in between the towel, just so that it's not dripping when you leave, because from the looks of the weather it's not particularly warm at the minute, so we don't want you getting cold. Yes, yeah, and I've also got my brush, just to brush any, so what I'll do is after I finish cutting and everything, I'll just gently brush your forehead like this. Yeah, yes, it is lovely and soft. I know the best part about getting your hair done is when, yes, is when the hairdresser whips out the fluffy brush to make sure that you've got no extras laying around. You shouldn't have any in the lengthwise as you've got your gown on. You shouldn't have any lengthwise because you've got your gown, and then, or anything like that. So we will just wipe your face for you. Yes, that's absolutely fine. So I'm just gonna brush your fringe. Just gonna brush your fringe, wet it, and then I'll trim it for you. So let's just brush. Again, a lovely, lovely full fringe. There's no split ends. There's no damage. There's nothing like that. No, so that is brilliant. So here is the water again. Again, shouldn't be too cold, but do let me know if it is. I'm just going to place my hand over your eyes like I did earlier. Alright, do let me know if you're not a fan. That's it. There we go. And I'm just going to pull it there, just to make sure that we haven't got any bits hiding. Always a pain when you've got bits of fringe hiding all the way back here and you get it cut and they've missed a bit. There we go. Just make sure that it's all brushed through. Beautiful. And then I'm just going to take my scissors quickly. Just gently tousle it a little bit. So again, to make sure we've got no hidden bits. Got a teeny tiny little bit there that's a bit hidden. Oh, it doesn't want to play ball. Perhaps if I just brush it through and just... That's better. Yeah, it's better. Tousle it a little bit. Tousle the rest of it. Beautiful. Lovely. Looking amazing. I'm just going to take the brush and just wipe any bits away there. That's it. And I'm just going to do down the sides of your face, because wet hair can get everywhere. That's it. And then if you just want to close your eyes for me, I'm just going to give it a little quick wipe over your eyes, as I don't want any getting in your eyes or anything. That's it. Little gentle. That's it. There's one. There's the other. Just do it on your nose. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. So, fringe, happy with that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What about the length? Happy with the length, as we only took a teeny tiny bit off of either side? Sure, I can give it another look if That's it. And then with your fringe, I'm just going to give you a quick little, as we don't want you to have a wet forehead. That's it. And then I'm just going to wipe. That's it. There we are. Perfect. Would you like me to book you in for another appointment? Yes, Katie will handle all the payments and things like that. Yeah. Yeah. So you're not sure if you'd like another appointment now? I can take a quick look in the book and have a look. So it appears that I don't have any space for the next, for at least the next 2 weeks. Is that going to be an issue? No. When would you like your next one? When are you thinking you'd like your next one? About 8 weeks? Yeah, no, I can definitely have a look. I have space in about 8 weeks. Is there any particular